Could I just ask you, please, to put your cameras devices onto mute for the presentation? Thank you very much. Can I just confirm that you can see the slides?
I think everyone.
Okay, so good afternoon, good evening, good day if you're watching this on repeat. This is going on the YouTube channel. I'm going to talk to you today about unrivaled technology to unlock human potential. Now, you may have heard already that today's call is going to focus on skin, so we're going to tell you all about the technology to start with, and then we're going to focus on skin and how this helps the human skin conditions. First of all, the very clever chap that invented this technology or discovered its application, Jay Dallywell, is an engineer by trade. He's not a medic, so he looks into the whole brain differently as to how it can work. And what he said with this technology, to start with, it's not just a flash in the pan, but he said he's here to build something generational that will transform the world, because anything else is a waste of time. And he's already stated that he's after a kind of 5 generational business with these super patches. So let's talk a bit more about them. Disruptive technology has always changed the world and always will. When you think back to the old days, before even some of us in this call were alive, we invented the wheel. The wheel was phenomenal. We discovered fire. We then started to go on in terms of things. We started to tame horses and ride them. Then we built the railroads. Then we built aircraft, and then we built the internet and lots of other things. And mobile phones, who'd have thought just 60 years ago, we'd be walking around ordering Domino's pizzas by a phone and paying online and getting it delivered later on by somebody that's able to get their information online as well. So this technology will always change the world, and it always will continue to do so as we progress through life. But when you think about solving the biggest problems in the world, and I'm going to allude to that very shortly, we also create the biggest opportunity. So I'm going to talk to you today about how we can help people. So my name is Stuart Holcroft. I'm based in the United Kingdom. And as you'll hear later on today, we've got people and locations all the way around the world. People are wearing these patches, and we distribute from a certain number of places in the world as well. When you talk about wellness problems, so we all have human bodies, human brains, human interactions, human emotions, and things that affect us in different ways. So when you think about worldwide, the estimates are around about 6 billion people suffer with poor sleep. 1 billion people suffer with a weak immune system, poor mobility. 2 billion people, poor skin, as you'll hear a little bit later, 2 billion people. Calorie control, whether it's high or low, 2 billion people. Mood issues, low fitness, cognitive decline and concentration, all affect billions of people. And low energy and stress, which is one of the biggest problems we have as human beings, 2.4 billion people. So what do we do to help these people? Well, we have a number of things available. We can change our diet, so we can eat a healthy diet based on the latest nutritional advice. We can change our lifestyle. We can exercise differently. We can have supplements. We can take therapies, caffeine, over-the-counter products, surgery, and of course drugs, which the medical system seem to favour above everything else. So with the time pressures that medics have, the drugs are normally the solution of choice for them. But when you think about drugs, you take one drug for one thing, it has a counter effect. You take another drug to counter the effects of that, and other things cascade through. So drugs do have the side effects, and there's also contraindications with medicines as well. And with the current solutions, there are risks and challenges. So we can overdosage things. I don't know if you've ever taken a headache tablet, but we can take too many of those. It makes us feel awful. Certainly, I've been prone to, at the time of year when the pollen's been around, I've overdosed with the anti-pollen medications, and it's made me feel absolutely awful. Sometimes things are hard to use, sometimes there's high cost, and some things are invasive in terms of eating or drinking or injecting with things. Sometimes there's unproven product efficacy and regulatory compliance to cope with as well. So we've asked, Superpatch Company has asked people what they want in terms of helping them to get the very best from themselves, and more about later on how it works. But for now, people want to be drug free. People don't want to take drugs and chemicals. They don't want to be changing their diet because that's hard work, right? When you see a fantastic piece of cake, you don't want to have to stop eating that because your calorie control system's a bit out of kilter. We want things that are tested that have no contraindications. So when we take things for example, thinning the blood, we don't want our livers to be affected badly in that respect as well. We want things that are easy to use, don't have side effects, no lifestyle change, and overall quick and effective. We don't want things that are going to be, take this for the next 6 months and you'll feel better in 6 months' time, because that's hard to justify, isn't it? So with the Super Patch Company, a new approach is needed and it's time for a breakthrough. And I'm now going to introduce you to these amazing things called super patches. Now, in terms of what the patches actually are, here's my Defend patch, which you take off this sticky plaster, you stick it onto the skin, give it a quick rub for look, and then you're good to go. So it's as easy as wearing just that onto your skin, and that will change the way that my body behaves through the brain. So with the soup patches, there are 13 revolutionary products that are changing health, wellness, and performance. And again, I'll talk to you today about the ones that affect your skin and how it can help to regularize skin or just take control of some issues. And some of the patches do that really well, and other patches do different things. So going from top left down to top right, first of all, then the bottom row. So the first one is Freedom Patches. The Freedom Patches come in a natty pink, and the Freedom Patches that you stick on help to help people cope with pain. So all sorts of chronic pain, long-term pain, minor pain, whatever. We've done the clinical studies and we've got the published results, and they are FDA registered as well. The Victory Patch for sports people, we found that sports people can perform better, they can have less muscle soreness the next day after training and get more in the moment, and they can react quicker and lots of things as well. So lots of sports teams are wearing the Victory Patch, and sports people. Liberty Patch is for overall brain health, so it helps to put the whole brain into balance, what's called homeostasis. We are beings that like to be in balance. We like to be plus one or -1 degrees centigrade or Fahrenheit equivalent. I don't know what that is. We like our blood to be regularized. We like our skin to be at the same sort of temperature all the time. And we like our balance of calories and things to be in balance as well. So this helps to regularize the whole brain across all the different functional areas, and helps us to get the best from all our different faculties. The Ignite patch then, just right of center, is for calorie control. So it helps to increase our resting metabolic rate. When you think about burning calories, obviously we're burning more calories than we're taking in. That can lead to a deficit, which can be used as part of a weight control system as well. The Joy patch is for people that are miserable. I can certainly think of a few that I'd like to go and slap a patch onto their back and to see how they change by the patch. And you've heard about people at the back of the brain where the medulla and basically the unhappiness area of the brain. It can help to just calm down that initial reaction to create joy and happiness. Next one along is very good for skin as well. It's called the Peace Patch, which helps people to reduce their stress levels. Stress and anxiety are causes of autoimmune responses. They can cause all sorts of bad reactions in the body, and if you get that under control, it can help to regularize those things. And I can certainly tell you, from my own perspective, that by reducing stress levels, it will stop skin breakouts in different parts of the body. Next one down, we've got the specific skin patch, which is called Lumi, and I've found this one to be amazing. And I keep saying to people, I didn't know as a 59-year-old man that I'd love to feel my skin because it just feels so soft and supple the whole time, and my hands are just not like old men should have. So when you talk about skin, the Lumi patch is definitely the one to try. Defend patch, this is the one I've just stuck on. It is about your immune support system. So it helps to recover your immune system if you're depleted, and it helps to fight off things that might affect you. As I've said beforehand, helps me with pollen. I no longer have the massively adverse reaction to grass pollen, to tree pollen, and all the other pollens. And I can also, if I want to, sniff cats, dogs, and horses. Don't think the animals are too happy about that, but I certainly am myself. The next one along is the focus patch. The focus patch is for concentration. So if you know people that have a long, repetitive jobs, perhaps long distance lorry drivers, or even people going through exams or stressful situations, this is really good for just sharpening the brain. The next one along is the rocket patch, which is designed for male performance. So when you think about males of a certain age, or even younger, sometimes things just don't quite fire correctly. And we've also heard from some ladies that have tried this patch that it's helped them to get more forceful, more determined as a consequence as well. The next patch along is the Kick It patch, which is for addictions and negative habits that people might have. It will not stop people that don't want to stop, because the brain will just focus in on those things. But if people want to stop a bad habit, something that's not conducive to good health, for example, with the help of this patch, it'll help to just switch off that little urgent demand from the brain. The next one is the REM patch, which is great for sleep. And again, this is part of the armory of a good skin, because obviously the longer you can sleep in the different sleep cycles, the REM sleep, light REM sleep, and deep sleep, the more the body physically recovers as well. And this will also help in some way with regularizing your skin conditions. And the last patch we have currently is the boost patch, and the boost patch is for clean energy, personal energy. Look into sports drinks, look into the contents of sports drinks, and you'll be a little bit dismayed. So this has got nothing in it whatsoever, nothing that impacts on your body, and it's a clean way to increase your energy. After you've had a great night's sleep, stick an energy patch on and see what happens at the end of that. So how does this patch work? I hear you say. Well, let me show you an example, first of all, of a young lady, Brandy, in Texas, I think this was, with one of our team. And it just shows her personal experience of putting a patch on. So watch beforehand, and I'll let her tell you the story.
How many years have you had an issue going up and down the stairs?
Since I was 33, I'm 46, so you can do the math, I can't.
13 years.
Thank you.
Here, go ahead. Please be careful. Okay, I'm going to put the Liberty patch on her right now. And she's going to do all of that again.
And by the way, just walking up and down this many times, usually I'm in a lot of pain too, and that's not as bad.
This is her third time doing it. There you go.
It's amazing. Utterly amazing.
And we get to experience that effect quite a lot with these patches by sticking them onto people, watching them walk differently, watching them react differently. And it's just a fundamentally important thing. So the Liberty, remember, is about creating the whole balance in the brain, which then in Brandy's case has led her to a better physical performance as well. So how do these patches work?
Super Patch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Super patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Superpatch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Superpatch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate. So you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits, Super Patch has you covered. Try Super Patch today and start your health and wellness journey.
And when we talk about skin conditions, here's some examples of people that have had a personal experience of transformational skin. So on the left-hand side of the screen here, you can see somebody's shoulder where they've got some scarring on the right-hand side of the pictures. On the left-hand side, so she'd had this scar for 20 years. And this is just a month after putting these patches onto herself. So Lumi patch on the left is the improvement in just 1 month. The lady on the right, on the right-hand side is a picture of her from a year ago. The one on the left, without the hat on, is her from this year. And her friends have said to her she looks about 10 years younger, and I think you can see that as well. So she'd been wearing the patch for, actually, she didn't state how long she's been wearing the patch, but she's certainly reaping the benefits of the Lumi patch. This side, we talked about skin conditions, so when the autoimmune response to various different factors. And this is the inside of somebody's arm, just down here, and the forearm, which you can see some breakout points there. So 3 weeks after wearing the Lumi patch, this is the state of the skin. And I can certainly say from personal experience, I've had some very similar looking skin conditions in the past, and the Lumi patch and Defend together, because I always wear Defend, have cleared it up in no time whatsoever. Now, if you think about these patches, so there's an opportunity to help lots of people out. And with the super patches, there are lots of marketing advantages compared with lots of other things or different products available, for example. So the biggest thing is that we have globally protected intellectual property and technology. So it's close hold by the company and by Jay and his family, and so nobody can copy it. So lots of companies develop products, then they patent it, and basically anybody can steal it off the internet. So we don't have that, and it's 100% drug-free health, wellness, and performance. And there are no competitors in our particular field. There's nobody else that is accessing the skin to go through to the brain and therefore create differences. We have products for a wide variety of different benefits, as you've seen already. So the different patches all do different things, and there's again, it's a drug-free, easy solution for people to wear. Products that work, so we can prove that people can get benefits from these products straight away. And as you saw with Brandy on there, that was her third time, admittedly, but certainly my own experience of putting patches onto people is that they can quickly feel stronger, a wider range of motion. They can have a grip test conducted as well, which shows a physical difference in the way that they operate. And the products work really fast. Again, there's no need to wait for weeks and months to get the results. We can just see within a few hours, within a few days. There are certainly people that have put the Lumi patch on and they've seen a difference within an hour of putting the patch onto them with nothing else, just the Lumi patch, nothing else whatsoever, and they've seen a difference within a very short period of time. We have regulatory and clinical compliance, so we are FDA registered, which is the highest you can get for a non-invasive product, and they are drug-free and ingredient-free, world-class materials, and they are hypoallergenic adhesive on the back of the patches. They are also recyclable, so depending on your recycling system, they are easy to use and ethical. There's no change required, so no lifestyle change required with all these patches. You don't have to go and sit in a commune for weeks on end. You don't have to do a regular meditative pattern or whatever else. So they're easy to use and they are consumable. So the patches are a 24-hour patch. Take one off, put the next one on, and you move on to the next day. Price point is perfect for consumers. So when you think about the price for various different things, take an energy drink, for example, which when you've taken an energy drink, you can't switch off because you've got the energy inside of you. You'll crash afterwards. So this is clean energy for the same price as a can of energy drink, and much cleaner, much easier to use, and therefore it's better for everybody. And there's also uniquely within our industry, network marketing industry, is a cooperative marketing program as well. So we can buy some tokens. The company will gather all the money together and market on our behalf, and we will gain a market share back as well. Which most companies that have shareholders, they want to pay their shareholders. We can also take a share of this opportunity as well. So Food Patches it's been 15 years in the making and $25 million invested in making the best possible product. So it's time to make it the best known with lots of people's help. And if people come and help us with this mission to change the people's lives around the world, there are a number of options available. You don't have to buy any patches whatsoever. You don't have to. However, what we've found is that the people that are most successful, they can buy a kit when they first arrive with a number of patches. So they can buy a Titan kit, for example, with 52 packs of patches and make a lot of profit straight away. There's also a Flex 40 kit, which has a set of 40 patches of your choice. And again, you can see there's a markup there available as well. There's also a thing called the Momentum Pack, which allows you to invest in different ways and get a number of patches. But you know what? If you want to have a look at this in detail, then speak to the person that's invited you to this call or this recording, and they'll give you the full details. So with Super Patches, we say to people it's as easy as this. So nothing's easy in life generally, but if you've got a mobile phone, I don't have a mobile phone with me right now, but you know what they look like. On your mobile phone, you'll have at least 200 contacts, if not 1,000 or more. So you can quite quickly go down them and look at the people on your phone and think, do you know what? Annika has been speaking to me about long-term pain. David has been speaking to me about sporting performance and vice versa. So you can actually speak to these people straight away. So what you can do is you can go to your mobile phone, look at the people on there, and you can just send them a simple message. Hey, I met some people, I learned some stuff, we've got to talk. Smiley face emoticon. If in a couple of days' time they don't respond back saying, hey, listen, you must be killing it. Tell me your secret, please. Let me know what you're doing. If that doesn't work, then probably they're not a very good friend. So delete them from your list completely. Just joking. We've also got a new app available, which people can be shown to the app and they can have a look through themselves. And you can see exactly when they've been looking at the products themselves. So in terms of success to date with the company, 2023, the company launched, so 60 million in the first year, 100 million in 2024, which is last year, 30 plus countries, that's rising all the time. Another couple of countries just came on this month. 75 million plus patches sold. Clinical studies are being conducted all the time. We've got 6 of them currently published and shared amongst peer groups. And we've also presented at major conferences and association meetings. So World Psychiatric Association, Pain Management, and the European Sleep Research Society as a start point. So we are getting more and more recognised, and people are starting to take notice of what we're doing. In terms of sports, we're also getting these patches onto people that play sports. So National Football League, NFL, National Basketball League, Basketball Association, NBA, Major League Baseball, Champions League footballers, National Hockey League, and College Association sports people are all wearing these patches as well. So when you think about the NFL, there is no way people in the NFL would wear anything or take anything that was contrary to the sports governing bodies. So we have at the latest count, I think it is 12 different NFL teams, top level NFL teams, who are using these patches on a repeated basis. There's also trials ongoing. So Jason Toporco, the MD from the University of Arizona, has also been looking into athletic performance and response and showing the great results from the patches as well. We also have some brand advocates. So Jay Glazer is He's an amazing guy. I've seen him quite a few times on videos and whatever else. He's an NFL commentator. He's also a martial artist, and he's absolutely, or he has been, riddled with pain. He couldn't sleep. He's been telling us his stories. He was recently evacuated from California from the wildfires, and he took three things. He took his clothes, his I think it was his dogs, and his pack of patches, because he said that he's given him his life back. So that's how high in his priorities these patches were. Lee Greer, Shea Pierre, and Robbie Lawler are also brand advocates as well. Don't want to talk too much about them, but you can have a look on the details. Shea Pierre is one of the fittest guys I've ever seen as a coach, and he's doing some amazing things with these patches. So where are we? So 2023, the product's launched into North America. Um, and you can see there the reveal is slowly coming through. June of 2023, we expanded then into Europe. So we EU and United Kingdom came online. And then this year, we are seeing some other countries coming online. 2025, so we've got Mexico. So I've got a light in my face, so I can't see the details on the screen. Switzerland, Turkey, and Colombia is opening, as well as Norway, which is not quite shown on the screen at the moment. So there we are. That's a quick canter through the super patches. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on repeat, then thank you very much for watching. And I shall now